In a quiet neighborhood, there lived two curious little kittens named Whiskers and Andy. They had a bundle of energy and always looking for new adventures. They had a creamy white coat, bright green eyes. They lived with their loving owner, Sarah, who adored their mischievous feline friend. One sunny morning, Whiskers and Andy watched a blue butterfly fluttering by the window. The butterfly's wings seemed to glisten in the sunlight, and they couldn't resist the temptation to chase it. With a playful leap, Whiskers and Andy pounced on the windowsill and tried to catch the butterfly with their tiny paws, but it slipped through the open window, dancing away into the garden. Whiskers and Andy couldn't let this opportunity slip by, so they squeezed through the window and landed in the backyard. The world outside was an exciting and unfamiliar place. They pranced through the grass, chasing butterflies and sniffing flowers. The world was vast and inviting, and Whiskers and Andy were entranced by it all. They explored the garden, hiding in tall grass and chasing their tail, feeling like the queens of their new kingdom. But soon, Whiskers and Andy discovered a hole in the fence at the edge of the garden. Their curiosity got the best of them, and they squeezed through to explore what lay beyond. On the other side, they found themselves in a dense, unfamiliar forest. Tall trees loomed overhead, their leaves casting dappled shadows on the ground. Whiskers and Andy began to feel a bit anxious. The forest was so different from their cozy home. They meowed pitifully, hoping Sarah would hear them and rescue them from this strange place. But of course, Sarah was inside the house, unaware of Whiskers and Andy's daring as hours passed. They tried to find their way back, but everything looked the same. They felt lost and frightened. The once exciting adventure now felt like a big mistake. Just when Whiskers and Andy was about to give up hope, they heard a familiar voice. It was Sarah, calling their name. Whiskers and Andy meowed loudly, guiding Sarah to their location. Sarah had been searching the neighborhood, worried about her beloved kittens. When she finally found Whiskers and Andy, she scooped them up into her arms, hugging them tightly. Whiskers and Andy purred with relief and contentment. Whiskers and Andy learned an important lesson that day. While curiosity was a wonderful trait, it could sometimes lead to trouble. They realized that their home, filled with love and safety, was where they truly belonged. They decided that their best adventures would be with Sarah, exploring the wonders of the world from the comfort of their owner's arms. From that day on, Whiskers and Andy still had their curious spirit, but they were content to watch butterflies from the window, knowing that their most cherished adventure was being loved and cared for by Sarah. They were a happy pair, and together, they enjoyed a lifetime of heartwarming adventures right at home.